Well, all right, folks. Hello, friends. Welcome to Double Crossed episode 9. I am your host, Dan, at 2 inches short from the internet. This is my esteemed co-host, Dave, at Golf and Jokes, also from the internet. Dave, say hello, sir.
What's going on?
Hello.
Good to see you. Good to be here.
What a week it was. It's good, man. Everything is good. If you don't follow us on social media, get on it. The gram, Twitter, wherever. Listening to this on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever podcasts are sold. Thank you again to all the positive feedback we have been getting. It's been rocking and rolling. Subscribe, like, rate, review, just send the positive vibes our way. We appreciate all the support we've been getting. Dave, wanted to just ask you, how has your week been, sir?
It's been good. Finally got to play golf again. After a long time away from the game. So yeah, it was good. Got to play. Went out Thursday. Tough conditions. It was cool, windy, but it felt good to be out there again.
Swing it, baby.
Game was rusty as hell, but it is what it is, right?
Well, I mean, you said you had a couple good putts and a couple good chips. I mean, that
short game was on point. Thank God. Otherwise, I don't even want to know what the score would have been. But but yeah, it was good to get out there. I'll probably won't be able to play this week. I got a kid coming on the way. So
hey-o!
Yeah.
we're in the Double Cross family. We're all very excited for you, Dave.
Yeah, got a little boy coming, so we'll hopefully a future golfer.
Well, I'm sure you'll keep us posted on the status on that. And I see right now you're actually drinking what are you drinking? Is that a White Claw that I saw?
Don't judge me. Yeah, it's all I had.
All right. I'll stick with the Coors Light.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ran out of those.
Coors Latte, but White Claw.
Yeah, I don't even like them, to be honest with you. But
you just had it in the fridge, I bet.
Yeah. Still had a few of them,
this is a judgment-free zone, except when you drink a White Claw. I'm going to judge the shit out of you. No,
they're okay. Honestly, on a golf course on a hot day, they're kind of refreshing. Yeah,
very refreshing.
So
no, I'm not going to lie. I've had one or two in my day, and I tend to lean more towards beer than hard, unless it's in the fridge. It's in the fridge. That's all I'm saying. Hey, we have a lot to get to this episode. We had a bombshell drop with Brooks and Bryson, a video that the likes of which golf has never seen, really. Mm-hmm. Unbelievable stuff. Explosive stuff. We're gonna get to. Obviously, this is a weekly podcast, so we will dedicate a majority of the time to that. We're also going to just recap our time in Fort Worth at the Colonial Charles Schwab Challenge, and then I guess let's just get right into the Charles Schwab Challenge. Let's just get into Jordan Spieth having a shot to win again, and ultimately not being able to find the middle of the
almost wire to wire.
Yep. However, the big guy, Jason Kokrak, comes in, wins at -14. Pretty unbelievable stuff down the stretch. He somehow, some way was able to hold off Jordan, against because Jordan was the favorite, right? Home crowd, hometown fans. But it was an incredible win for Jason Kokrak. It's a second win on the PGA Tour this season. He also won at the CJ Cup, which is at Shadow Creek. I did want to mention, Dave, Jason Kokrak was born in North Bay, Ontario, and I just wanted to give a shout out.
Yeah, I didn't know that when you told me
about that. Now he resides in I believe it's Cleveland or somewhere in Ohio.
That's where he lives now? Are you sure? I think he lives in
resides in Cleveland, Ohio. I'm looking at his Wikipedia page.
I was thinking he lives in like Arizona because him and Pat Perez are like really good friends. They always whenever they travel together and play tournaments, they stay together. So
and they spend a lot of time, playing poker, I believe. I think
they're good buddies. So I just assumed he was probably from the Arizona area, but I guess not.
How about that? So so Jason Kokrak, he wins at 14 under, like we were saying. Shoots a final round, I think it was 70. Beats Jordan Spieth by 2, who Spieth shot 73. Just down the leaderboard. Really, it was just a 2-man race, and then we had just a couple of people that basically, and then we had -10. We had Charlie Hoffman, Pat Kazire, Ian Poulter, whose pants have just been really on point recently. He really has taken that tartan and really toned it down, and I like it. And then I also saw Sebastian Munoz was at -10, who is rocking one of the most amazing sponsorships we've ever seen on a shirt, Flex Seal. Pretty incredible stuff there. And then so just a quick summary. If you didn't see it, if you did see it, we both guys struggled out of the gate. Spieth missed his first, I don't know, it felt like 100 greens. Neither man had his best stuff. It was like we were saying, it's a 2-man race. Spieth really got himself back into it down the stretch as Kokrak made 2 bogeys on 15 and 16. Lead got cut down to 1. And then Spieth dumps his approach shot 18 into the water off a crap lie, pretty much, and just ends his chances.
He's had terrible lies in the rough all day, it seemed. Spieth.
Well, yeah, he didn't find many fairways. And
didn't
do himself any favors today.
No.
Which and so we had talking Spieth is his 3rd runner-up at the event. I believe that's what I heard on the broadcast. But good for Jason Kokrak. It took him 233, I believe, starts to get his first win. 17 starts later, he's back in the winner's circle. Now we're talking, maybe Ryder Cup. Who knows? We'll see.
Yeah, he's definitely an option.
And then we had well, we'll get to Phil in a second. Dave, did you have any thoughts on the broadcast? Did you catch any of the event?
Yeah, today? I watched pretty much all yesterday and today. It was, I honestly thought Spieth would run away with it today, but that obviously wasn't the case. He played terrible. Just couldn't find any greens, but that kind of came from his driver, which was off today. Didn't find many fairways either. He just put a ton of pressure on his short game, and it's going to catch up to you eventually. Kokrak, he never played amazing either. He just played better than Spieth. But he was a driving machine. He found fairway after fairway, it seemed.
Yeah.
So he was playing well in that regard, and he made putts when he needed to make them. So
I saw he made like 110 feet of putts in his last span of ridiculous amount of short hole. I don't know. It was like 8 holes.
His putter was on fire this weekend. Good dude. Happy for him, and he deserved it. So
yep. Good for hell of a win. I mean, confidence is a beautiful thing in the game of golf, and we see it with guys who get their first win and will realize, hey, I can fucking do this. And but I mean, the dude is a monster. The dude mashes the ball. Some of the lines he's taking is like, oh man. Dave didn't have any locks last week. But we're going on off mine. I had quick review here. Nothing Spieth, special to write home about. But yes, I did have Spieth. So that's another point on the board. I had Abe.
Wait, you got Spieth to win or contend?
No, contend. Contend.
Okay.
So it's another point on the board, right? It's not double points because he didn't win.
I thought you had him to win.
No. I took Abe Answer to win. Who finished T14, won 67 over the weekend. Decent showing, good player, gonna get there someday. Spieth, like we were saying, I mean, contending again, we'll count that as a win. Today was absolutely atrocious. I mean, some of the shots he was hitting were Oh man, I know he could get away with a lot of stuff, but today he put himself in positions where he couldn't even get away with the things that he normally can get away with, right?
Yeah.
So get to a little bit more.
You know what?
In a second.
He had the door open though to like tie it or whatever. He just couldn't hit the shot when he needed to hit the shot. And I know we were talking, and I'm like, that just shows how amazing Tiger was when he was on a Sunday, needed to hit a shot. He hit the shot. Like,
and I said to you right back, well, how the fuck are we comparing Jordan Spieth to Tiger?
Yeah, it's not even close. Like, I mean,
he was a different breed, man.
There's no one on tour that can close on Sundays.
I don't know,
remotely close to how Tiger was back in the day.
Is it just the killer instinct? Is that what it?
I don't know what it was, man.
Like, or was the competition different? I don't know. I mean, this competition seems to be pretty good now. Better than it probably was when Tiger was able to just run through fields. I'm not taking it away.
Yeah, but
Tiger, obviously.
But regardless, even if the competition is better, it still doesn't matter. Like, he still hits the shots when he needs to hit the shots. And you can talk to players that still play the game in both eras, like Phil and so many other guys. They'll still tell you, and they have said, there's nothing like Tiger. So they've seen both.
Right. Yeah. No, that's fair. It's fair. I just, Tiger. Yes.
And even Tiger these last few years, whatever, when he's been playing with these guys, he still beats them. Like, not all the time, but when he can still complete, and he's not even close to how he was.
Right.
So picture a prime Tiger playing with the guys today. It's still not the same.
Still not the same. That's interesting. It's a good point. I mean, Tiger's the GOAT. We're going to Jack's tournament this week, and then that's going to be a whole other conversation. I'm going to get a bunch of shit for that, but we all know who's the GOAT. Tiger, Needle, everything. But yeah, Tiger, killer instinct. Until basically 2009 in that PGA Championship, right? And then,
you can count on one hand the times that he needed to do something and he didn't do it.
Well,
like,
actually,
literally, probably just
speaking of that, I saw a tweet about it was the putt, the final putt at Torrey, and how incredible it was, and how like someone was like, it's just
you're talking about Brando's tweet?
Yeah,
Brandle's,
did you see that?
Yeah, that was good.
Oh man, we saw this on Twitter. Brando was complimenting the shit out of Tiger's putt on 18, and some jackass replied in a
like, relax way. It's just a putt.
Yeah, it's just a putt, and Brando started comparing it to like the Mona Lisa and just a whole bunch of other shit. There was when he had to hit the putt, he did. He made the putt, but we go off on Tiger tangents all the time. Tiger, get well soon. I did see that he's starting to. I saw him another picture. He had an interview. He said that it's like the most painful thing he's ever experienced. Like, that's what he's saying, right?
Yeah,
he's just trying to, and he literally said he's just trying to walk. Like,
it was basically an update, but didn't really give much. Classic Tiger, like just saying the bare minimum.
He's alive, so at least he's saying something, which is better than what it could have been, right? And we're gonna keep saying that. Yes, and the comeback is going to be amazing.
You'll never get a full answer out of him, no matter what.
Ever.
So,
never.
So
right.
Honestly, I hope he's saving all this shit for his book, and he just
tell all.
Oh
man. Or they make it into a documentary or some like a real documentary with like real people, not first grade girlfriends.
Something he authorizes.
Something he endorses. All right. Quick Tiger update. We know we're always going to get in there. I still have a fade that I need to tell you about. JT, he finished T40. Whatever.
He struggles lately.
Yeah, he's
been off.
Been not looking great. I want to
back to JT.
Go ahead.
Did you hear about the good deed he did?
I did not.
I forget the player's name, who's like on an exemption. there's a golfer who's on exemption. Trying to
like
make
Korn
it
Ferry
anyway.
guy? Like a Korn
Yeah,
Ferry guy?
yeah, it might be.
And
Yeah, he's been playing a couple events on exemption, and JT donated I don't know how much it was out of his own money to this player so he can continue his pursuit of making the tour. So I thought that
that's
was
a cool thing.
Yeah, I thought that was really nice. I can't think of his name.
I think I know who you're talking about.
You know the guy who started crying?
Yes. Something like that. Yes. We should probably get on that. Figure him. Yeah. Good. That's good, deed.
Yeah.
That's a good. That's paying it forward.
I'm not sure how much it was, but yeah.
Good to see. Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's exciting stuff. Good for JT. I still don't like him. You know this. But yeah, so getting into what we saw Jordan Spieth talking to himself the entire round of golf, which is great to see back, but holy crap, man, it is. I mean, I enjoy it. I like putting the cameras, but did you see that clip, the specific one I was talking about?
Yeah, I saw it. 18th hole.
37, the minute 37, right? And it's just like Greller said 4 words. It was just like yep, like in a span of a minute and 37 seconds. It was that's when Spieth is back. But if I'm Michael Greller, I am asking for way more than 10% of like the regular caddy cut. But like I'm saying I need at least 50% if I'm gonna need to be your therapist during this bullshit. Seriously. For 5 straight hours, 4 days in a row. No, I'm sure they get along great. It's awesome to see Spieth back in it, and it's fascinating to listen to him. It can get a little annoying. However, I think it's good to be able to hear. That's my opinion.
For sure. Cool. Yeah, it's definitely exhausting, like just listening to it sometimes, but it's like literally every shot. It's not just once in a while hearing it. Literally every shot. It could be a chip, could be anything.
Right.
It's just hit the shot. Like, come on.
Speaking of players talking like after the shot or something like that, did you notice on the covers that the mics kept cutting out after like every shot? It almost seemed like. I didn't on our broadcast in CBS. Did you get that on yours?
Yeah, I saw it. I heard it. I mean,
I wasn't sure whether a lot of people were just like swearing around there, or they're just like doing this because like we don't want to listen to mashed potato guy anymore. But I don't know if they got the memo, but I don't know. I just thought it was weird because like you normally hear all of the bullshit, and it was kind of nice not to hear all of it. But I did hear Faldo call out someone who he thought screamed a little bit too early, light the candle or something, and he said, "Stay classy, Fort Worth." So Faldo just throwing haymakers. So Matt Kuchar was rocking a mustache. It looked fake. I saw that. It was hilarious. And then did want to get to Phil, our PGA champion. I still can't believe Phil won a PGA championship last week. Phil missed the cut. I was asked after his Thursday round, how he think it went, and he just said, I shot 3 over. I didn't really have it today. I won the PGA last week. So, and you could tell that Phil gave 0 fucks about how he played, but the fact that he honored a commitment at 50 years old after probably one of the most exhausting weeks of his life to honor that commitment and play, I thought that was pretty admirable from Fig Jam himself.
And you know what? He battled on Friday, like to almost make the cut. He bogeyed the last hole to miss the cut by 1. So he battled back. Honestly, he could have easily mailed it in after that first round. But so that's good to see.
Yeah. Yep. So we Phil, PGA champion, he's going to be using this for the next several.
Is he playing before US Open?
No, wait, no, I don't think. No, I don't think so.
He has 2 weeks off. Yeah,
I was thinking something else. Yeah, no, he's got 2 weeks off before he goes to Torrey to try and complete the career
Grand
Slam and win 2 majors in a row.
Yeah, Can you imagine?
Oh my
He said
God.
he's gonna work his ass off. It's probably one of his last legit opportunities
Legit
there to win.
opportunities.
So
Yeah.
he's gonna work his ass off. I hope he does it, man.
Well, it is going to be fascinating television in prime time, you know.
Yeah,
sure.
we got some good storylines going into
Oh,
the
it's
US
gonna
Open,
be.
which we can get into with Brooks and Bryson.
Oh, well, we're getting there. Wanted just to bring other golf tour news across the world. European tour, Bernd Wiesberger wins the Made in Denmark. And then we had the Korn Ferry tour, where a gentleman named Cameron Young has gone wire to wire in back-to-back weeks to win 2 in a row. He just like Monday queued into one of them and just made the most of it. Now he's got his tour card. Won by 5 this week. Probably remember that name. He might be someone to watch coming up through the ranks. Then we had on the Champions Tour, KitchenAid Senior PGA Championship, Alex Cejka wins his second major in a row. This could be the year of the Cejka Grand Slam on the Champions Tour. And then just wanted to touch on the LPGA. They're having a match play at Shadow Creek right now, but next week is their US Women's Open at Olympic Club in San Francisco, which is always a phenomenal venue. So kind of stay tuned on that stuff. Just wanted to make you aware of it. Again, just trying to keep you informed. That's what we do here on Double Crossed. Dave, let's get right into Brooks and Bryson. For those of you who don't know, this news broke on, I believe it was Monday of this previous week. And we had an opportunity to see a video clip that was leaked, I guess, from some place that I believe was called Media Silo, which is supposed to be private, but someone sent the link over. And then the brave person posted it on Twitter. Basically, it's Brooks being asked questions by Todd Lewis on Golf Channel. And Brooks is trying to give an answer after playing a shitty round on Friday, or not a shitty round.
No, it was Saturday. It was Saturday.
That was definitely Friday.
Was it?
Because he wasn't wearing the stupid hat, right? So it was definitely Friday. I know that for a fact.
Oh, okay.
And then as Bryson's walking down, I'm sorry, he's all of a sudden you hear like clip clop like a Clydesdale, and then Bryson appears in the left of your screen and he just buzzes Brooks's tower, talking loudly about his own game, about how he hit a good drive, how he hit a good shot, how he hit a good drive, how it didn't work, how everything he did was great. He walks by Brooks and Brooks just absolutely just stops in his track and just loses it. He just, I believe he said what, like, I can't talk, like, I fucking lost my train of thought. This is bullshit going on. It was unbelievable. It was unbelievable television. All of a sudden Todd Lewis starts laughing his ass off. And then, Brooks is like, we basically do it again. And then he's like, I don't care if this gets out. So this gets out on Monday after the PGA Championship, after Phil wins. This video gets almost 10 million views in less than 24 hours. For perspective, Tiger's winning putt of the Masters has 12 million views, and it's been up for 2 more years than this. And the powers that be took it off of Twitter. I know it still existed on Instagram. Does it still exist on Instagram?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Still exists on Instagram. But yes, it blew up. And, I don't know why their tour hates the product. I'm not sure. But I did want to mention, it was incredible. Dave, what did you saw it, obviously. What did you, was your...
Oh, it was incredible. Like I think Brooks hates Bryson more than Bryson hates Brooks, and he's just along for the ride. But yeah, it went super viral, and honestly, it's fantastic for the game. If you're a golf fan, you just you eat this stuff up and you're all for it. I think the only one who isn't for it is the PGA Tour. Like come on. They're, you know, the tour is trying to keep some image that everyone on tour is such a gentleman and it's such a gentleman's game. And I got news for you. It's not really anymore. Like that, those times are over. Like there are over 100 people in the field each week. And it's human nature that not everyone's going to like each other. Like, you know, when you go to work, you don't like everyone. Even if it's 10 people in an office, there are bound to be someone you don't agree, you don't get along with, or you don't like, and you just got to embrace it. Like look at other sports, the NBA, NFL. They anytime there's some kind of player to player interaction, they kind of all for it. Like they'll share this.
Yes,
I see on Twitter all the time, and they don't care. It's good. It gets views to the sport, and it's good for it. The tour, on the other hand, wants to, like you said, hide and delete anything like that. Like, come on.
There's a lot of stuff we definitely don't hear about, you know. I mean, I can't remember, you know,
for sure.
Fines. We were talking, do you get fined if you break a club? Probably. We were saying that. And
but you'll never hear about it. Yeah.
Right. You never hear about it. It's always like this perfect, clean, squeaky image. But like, obviously people give a shit when you have two of these like behemoths in the game of golf who absolutely, I mean, this hatred it's been brewing, right? We've seen it from Brooks's body issue and Bryson saying that
it pretty much started with the abs, right? When Bryson was on Twitch and he's like, oh yeah, Brooks doesn't have no abs or something. I think it kind of started around
and then Brooks was like, well, here's like 4 major trophies, suck it, basically. Like that's what he said. And then
but yeah, they obviously, Brooks and Bryson obviously know what they're doing. You saw the memes go back and forth, and I honestly, whoever leaked this or released it, they deserve a piece of that 40 mil, because you know Bryson and Brooks are probably 1 and 2 on that list right now.
Do you think these guys are leaning into it a little bit more than
I think so
for that reason?
I think so. I mean, I guarantee if the tour didn't announce they're doing this, it wouldn't be as much going on between the two, but who knows?
Interesting. Yeah, I just don't want it to be manufactured, and I also don't want it to be forced, and I want everything to be like, we need this. I mean, we know when Tiger's playing golf, usually that's peak golf, right? We don't have that right now, so like, give us whatever we can get.
Yeah.
And especially something that people are interested in. People want to see drama. People love this shit. They eat this shit up.
Now, let me ask you something though. Would you want Brooks and Bryson be paired up on, say, the first 2 rounds at the US Open?
I'd rather than be paired in like the final pairing, but I mean, if we have an opportunity to put them together, and they're the reigning, they've won the last 2 US Opens, right?
Has maybe. I know Bryson's defending champ. Was it Brooks won it?
Didn't Brooks win it in? Oh Jesus, how do we not know this? Hold up, man. Why are we blanking on this? He won in what? Who won the US Open in 2019?
I know.
How do we not know this?
I don't know if it was Brooks.
No, he didn't win it. He won in 2018, right?
Yeah, it was the year before.
Who won the US Open in 2019?
Where was it even? Can't remember.
Man, what are we doing? What are we doing, man?
No, if it was Shinnecock, then it was Brooks, but
Pebble Beach.
Oh, Woodland. Yeah.
What the hell?
So I mean,
sorry, Gary. We love you, man. What the hell? But yeah, so we're talking winners of 2 of the last 3, I guess.
So I mean, they could do it realistically if they wanted. You know, they have a reason to. They could do the last 3 winners. But
would you want to see it?
Not on a Thursday or Friday. I was thinking about it, and I want them to kind of play their way into the pairing, like on a Sunday or even a Saturday. And, you know, when the stakes are high, just me versus you, one-on-one.
Right, because they're not going to give a shit.
Let's go.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. You're not going to give a shit. Someone's going to shoot 1 under, other guy +1, whatever, and it'd be like whatever. Still have the weekend to play. Like I want when the stakes are high, you earned your spot into the
Well,
group, and
yeah.
hopefully near the top of the leaderboard and not like middle of the pack.
Yeah.
And it's like game on. You get bragging rights, and let's go.
Yeah, I mean, but the USGA is known to put just random, I mean, not random, like they know who they're putting together for specific reasons. I mean, that's part of their, you know, magic formula with the US Open. So I don't know, but I do want to ask you, Dave, whose side are you on here? Are you team Brooks or are you team Bryson?
Honestly,
I know you don't like Brooks.
I don't care for
like
Brooks.
Bryson?
I don't really care for Bryson either. I honestly can't pick here, man. Like it's tough here. No, I honestly I'm all for it. Like I'm just all for the good banter back and forth and make some memes out of it. And
the memes have been flowing, which we'll get to in a second with even Tom Brady getting involved in the mix.
Yeah, I honestly can't pick. I don't know.
No, I'm gonna tell you,
Brooks.
I'm fully team Brooks on this. Yeah. Are you fucking kidding me? I think this is so great, and I think Bryson's like that, like, you know, that kid who just always like tries to one up you, and I don't know. For me, that's how he comes off. Like everything he does is annoying. And so like, it's not that he, I don't know, he doesn't try. He just has qualities that rub people the wrong way. I'm one of those people. I just think his antics, I think some of this, he just makes bullshit up most of the time, you know, when he's just thinks that he's smarter than everyone else. He's not, he just thinks that he's smarter than, he thinks that he's smarter than everyone, that whoever he's talking to, but that's obviously not the case. So like for me, I don't like that situation.
But I also, Brooks comes off as like a cocky, overconfident kind of jock, whatever. And I don't know, I don't know, the way he comes off, I don't like either. So although he did share my post on Instagram the other day, which got me a ton of followers. So he's more in my good books right now, which was cool.
Yeah, Dave, we're talking, and he says to me, he says, "Hey, by the way, Brooks posted my story," and I'm like, "On Instagram, posted your story?" And he's like, "Yeah, I just got a ton of followers off of it, and fucking Brooks posted my story," and I was just like, "Are you?"
But I had no idea though, because I just got a ton of followers. What the hell's going on? I didn't see anyone post any of my shit. But one of the comments on that post was, "Point of view, you're here because Brooks shared this." So then I'm like, "Oh, okay." So then I went to look at Brooks' story, and he shared my post, which was that guy's video, and I'm like, "Oh, okay, makes sense now."
Yeah. And I asked you, I was like, "Does that do anything for how you feel about him?" And you said,
for the week, maybe for the week.
But for the week. But that's pretty cool. I mean, Brooks Koepka saw your Instagram handle and posted what was it? It was the piano.
That guy, player? Sam Harper, I think his name is. I guess he does these piano and he sings. So he made a pretty cool, funny song about Brooks and Bryson beef. And again, it was awesome.
To the Backstreet Boys, right? Yeah.
It was pretty good. And so I shared it, and then Brooks shared it too, and boom, baby. So yeah, I mean, I understand what you're saying about Brooks being. I just think that's good. I like that about him. I like how he's like the villain in this. But like for me, Bryson, like I know he doesn't. I don't think he cares nearly as much as Brooks cares about him, right? Like you said that, like we think that Brooks gets more mad about Bryson than Bryson gets more mad about Brooks. 100%.
Right. And then we saw this the very next day or 2 days after, next day, I think. This match was announced, part of this match series, whatever it was, with what used to be Tiger Phil. Now it's going to be Phil and Tom Brady versus Bryson and Aaron Rodgers. And all of a sudden you see Brooks tweet at Aaron Rodgers, sorry bro. and then Bryson responds, it's good to see I'm living rent free in your head. And like, it's just, and then Brooks responded with a video of Bryson getting pissed about some dude calling Bryson Brooksy an entire.
Yeah, that was an awesome video too. That was an awesome video too.
Right. It's just all of these things. I mean, you know, this is not your. We know golf has a very it's a very traditionalist sport, and I get that, but like we are in, you know, it is 2021, and this is what people want. I mean, the PGA Tour, we're getting, you know, we say it all the time. It's a product. It's an entertainment product. You gotta lean into this, man. You gotta lean into what some could even consider, you know, like daytime, like Jerry Springer shit. Like that's what this is. And I know we don't want to trash up the PGA Tour, but we do want to see some drama. And I know what I was thinking,
and allow us to share this shit.
Yeah.
Like,
fuck. Oh, well, that's a whole other thing, dude. I've
been getting dinged for 2 years.
Yeah, me too.
Like last week.
I got 2 today. That I was really fucking fine.
On shit they don't even own.
Delete it.
On shit they don't even own.
It's I know, man. There's a lot.
I'm not the only one. I saw Lee from Colorado Golf Blog, same thing. He posted something about it, and I've been talking to a couple other guys, and same shit. Like they don't stop.
Yeah, it's engagement is good. Embrace your product, please. But yeah, the Brooks Bryson thing, and then we mentioned this match. What do you think about this Phil Brady Bryson Rodgers situation?
Well, you know who I'm going for, right?
Well, you're a huge Aaron Rodgers.
I'm a Rodgers,
right?
so I hope
I can't believe
I'll be going for them.
You love Aaron Rodgers, but you think Brooks is a dick. What? You don't think Aaron? You don't think Aaron Rodgers? There's no. You don't think?
No, because honestly,
you don't think there's a level of confidence with Aaron Rodgers?
Oh yeah, he's super confident. Right. He's confident. But if you watched him this year, he was on Pat McAfee, his radio show every Tuesday, and
I saw
the way he did his, you know, he answered the questions, and he's just a cool dude. Like if I guarantee if you didn't like Aaron and you watched him every week on the show, you found some appreciation for him.
Well, you saw him host Jeopardy too,
and he's a smart dude.
This guy can do it all.
Yeah. But like back to the match. How awesome would it be if Brooks showed up in the gallery dressed as Donald from Happy Gilmore and just trolled the fuck out of Bryson? How epic would that
jackass be? Just jackass after every shot. Yeah, I saw you post something about that.
I made a nice Photoshop.
It was pretty hilarious. No, we're not going to go to Sizzler, Brooks, but you know, or the Red Lobster. But yeah, no, it'd be great if Brooks just showed up just to troll everybody.
And did you hear Portnoy reached out to Bryson? Right? He reached out to Bryson to get on his bag for that match. Yeah.
To caddy for him, just to fuck with him. Yeah. Oh my gosh. I don't know. Going back to that Bryson thing, man, like, you know, you're going to be walking right by where someone's giving an interview. And this guy brags about the size of his spikes, dude.
But in Bryson's defense, what if
metal spikes?
What if that is the walkway that you just have to go to get to wherever you got to go? And I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't know.
I know. You know? I just felt like it was excessive. That's all I'm saying.
It was just perfect timing, perfect
timing. And we really should be grateful and thankful for this person, whoever leaked it. Yeah. I don't know where it came from. This is the kind of thing that never sees the light of day.
He either got fired or promoted.
Yeah, well, hopefully it was a promotion, because this is the stuff that people want to see, not, you know.
And hey, I don't even know. Brooks said he didn't care if it gets out.
No, I really think Brooks hates him. I really do.
He
Like,
does,
and
because
I don't think Bryson cares, but dude, Bryson's so annoying. So annoying. Right? You agree with me? He's annoying.
he's just in his own world. That's all.
Does that not annoy you? Come on.
I don't know. I don't. A little bit
Fair
sometimes, but it doesn't bother me too much.
All right. Well, we'll leave it. We'll leave it at that. We do know that was one of the most viewed videos of all time in the golf world.
Imagine that. Imagine you get a video you make or whatever goes viral, gets 12 million views, and you're like, you know what? It's going too crazy. I'm going to delete it. It's going too viral. I want to get rid of it. Like, that's what the tour basically did.
Yeah, and it's not like the internet's going to forget what.
Once it's on the internet, it's there. Like,
well, once it's viewed 10 million times, there's no going back,
why even try to get it removed? Like, you're not gonna. It's not gonna happen.
Dude, I don't know, man. It was insane. I'm so thankful that we got a chance. I mean, this is the shit that like we as content people crave. I mean, some of the
I think the US Open is going to be epic for interviews, and hopefully, they play their way together. But even in the interviews, when I guarantee when the Brooks is asked about it, Bryson will probably be asked about it this week at Memorial, I'm sure. See what he says.
Right, which we're gonna get into that preview. I mean, we gotta move it along. But yes, yeah. Again, I even saw Bryson commented on one of Brooks's posts or something about how you could tap down spike marks or something now, and how it shouldn't be that or something like that. Dude, bring it all, give it all to us. We love it.
You know what? Do you think it was the spike marks? Because there's a lot of players that wear spike marks. Phil wears spike marks. Tiger wears spike.
No. It wasn't. It was the click clack of the cleats that were distracting. And then him talking about. Yeah, but no, that
probably just because he was mid-interview or something, and he just
because the sound that they make on pavement, and that's kind of what I'm referring to. Like we So, anyways, yes, I don't wear metal spikes. I don't think I'll ever wear metal spikes. Do you have spikes, or do you have?
No, it's all. I think all the courses. I think all the courses are
like the replace. Like what I'm talking about is like the replaceable spikes, or like the spikes already.
I think mine are in the shoe. Like they're
like you screw them in, or they're already
like they're kind of
they're already built in.
Yeah,
molded in. Got it. Yeah. Because there's all different types of golf shoes now. But yeah, Bryson, I heard him actually say that like he brags about, he's like, I got the deepest spike marks. I'm sorry, I got the deepest cleats. But he kind of probably needs them because the guy swings out of fucking shoes.
He needs them for sure.
Right. But yeah, so getting back to it, again, Brooks and Bryson, thank you so much for this glorious content. Thank you again to the person who leaked it. Again, we have a match. That match, by the way, is July 6th. I'm sure we'll preview that at some point.
When's
Brady
the Open?
Has a chance so the US Open.
The Open.
The Open. I believe
probably
that's
a week or two after
July.
That.
Yeah,
probably 2 weeks after that. Yeah,
probably 2 weeks after that. But yeah, to have that like during the middle of summer, during the season, is kind of a cool thing. Anyways, we'll preview that at some point. We're still trekking along over here. I mean, Brooks and Bryson gave us a shit ton to talk about. We appreciate them. Let's get into our preview for just a quick preview of the Memorial for this week coming up. We got the Memorial Tournament, Jack's event at Muirfield Village in Dublin, Ohio.
Newly renovated Muirfield.
Newly renovated. We got Jon Rahm defending. We got and again another invitational. We were talking in like Colonial, 1 of 5 on tour. Top class field. We got Justin Thomas, Jon Rahm, Bryson, Colin Morikawa, Xander, Patrick Reed, Rory, Victor, Tony, Finau, Decky. Winning around Muirfield, I would say approach shots, iron play more than off the tee, and also getting it up and down. I think that goes for any tournament, but Merrifield in particular, given that golf course and how it usually plays. However, we'll see it play probably slightly differently with some of the renovations that were made. Dave, let's get into. Oh, first of all, they're also going to allow 20,000 people a day. Did you hear that?
No, nice.
Yeah, so we're getting
back to normal.
And obviously, it's normally played during Memorial Day weekend.
What's the U.S. Open going to do since they're in one of those states, California? That's
well, I think they still are gonna. I think they're still gonna have. I think they'll still have.
I wonder how many a day.
Able to. Yeah, it's definitely not going to be as that. But yeah. So where were we? We were talking. Locks. We're getting to locks.
Yeah, let's get into it.
Yeah. So locks. Dave, you did some research this week. Tell the people who you got this week. Who you got this week winning?
Winner, I'm gonna go with the Canadian, Corey Connors.
Oh, baby. Love that pick.
Yeah. He's been in contention a lot lately.
You're not picking him because he's Canadian, though. I know.
No,
that, right?
Definitely not.
Definitely not.
But he's one of the best ball strikers on tour. The only question with him is the putter, which he's not known to be a good putter by any means. But when he does have a good putting week, so I think if he can putt well this week, his ball striking is usually always there. I think he has a good chance to get a win. He's been playing solid lately. So we'll see.
And this golf course in particular,
it's a ball striking course.
Typically feels like a major. It's got that major vibe, right? Again, going from Colonial to Muirfield is pretty amazing. I would love to play those two courses back-to-back weeks.
To be honest, I don't care for Colonial, the course.
No. I mean, it
doesn't do anything for me visually. I don't know. That's just me, but
I don't know. I just think it's got some really cool history.
I'm sure the history is there for sure. But course wise, just one of those traditional
and also
courses.
It's also, this is like, what's crazy is that this is like, we're talking, we had a major, we had the PGA, then we went to Colonial. Now we're at the Memorial. Then there's only one tournament, which we'll talk about in a second. And then the US Open. It just happened so fast. My winner, sorry, I lost my train of thought. Colin Morikawa.
Nice.
I know his putting has been a little bit suspect. But when he does find it, it does work. But I do know that he's as pure as they come with their irons. So that's going to be my winner there. Contender Dave, quickly, who do you got?
I'm going with Ricky.
Baby!
Yeah, I think coming off that top 10 finish at the PGA, I think he built some confidence, and I can see him starting to get back on the horse now and going on a bit of a roll.
Nice. BDR. I'm going contender. I will ride Spieth until forever. Especially when he's got a rolling. I mean, there's a chance. I mean, we're talking about him at Torrey in a couple of weeks, right? So I got Spieth. Again, when he is playing well, which he has been, even that his almost like a C game today felt like it was almost good enough to still win. And then fade, who you got?
I'm gonna fade Sam Burns only because he withdrew from Kiowa.
Right.
Yeah, that's the only angle I'm going with. He withdrew from Kiowa with a bad back. Who knows how serious it was, and if he's even practiced much. Maybe he's just been letting it heal up. And so I'm gonna go with that. That's the only reason, to be honest.
That's all right. That's you didn't even need a reason. You could just give me a pick and just that's just shit. I'm going I think it's fair. I mean, hurt getting into it. I'm going fade. I am going to fade, ready for this, the defending champion, John Rahm.
Why?
I don't know quite why. I feel like just something's a little bit off with his equipment. And I know he's usually, he switched to Callaway. I think he's still getting used to it. Watch this week be the week that he wins. I just want to create some drama for this.
I like
for
his
our
chances
show.
at the U.S. Open, though.
We are talking about Memorial. That's what there's no reason why he shouldn't play well this week, but I am going to fade him for the simple fact that that's just a hunch that I have. It probably is dead wrong. But so if I were you, I'd just pick him to win. Go defend. But yeah, so those are our locks of the week. Now, financial advice. Don't take us.
Don't listen to us.
Don't hold us accountable. So again, we were saying the upcoming schedule, this is Memorial Week, and then we have the Palmetto Championship at Congaree, which is a golf course we haven't seen before, and it's one of those new kind of filler events for the again, we're normally playing Memorial during Memorial Day weekend, and this is Memorial Day weekend. So I'm surprised. Slightly a bit off.
Surprised they did that, but
it is what it is. COVID, man. And then we're going into the U.S. Open after that, which is so exciting at Torrey. So that wraps up our episode. This Brooks Bryson feud. Pretty amazing. Thank you for hanging with us until the end. Again, subscribe if you haven't already. Give us a rating, give us a review on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, whatever. I'm Dan at 2 Inches Short. This is Dave at Golfin' Jokes. Dave, did you have any parting thoughts as we head into Memorial Week, 2 weeks after Phil is still a major champion, and we're leaning into the season, championship season?
No, I love Memorial. It sucks that obviously Tiger's not in it. That's usually one of the weeks where you can kind of pencil in he's playing, and it's always going to be a good week.
Yep.
So he played well there, so it's a little bit of a bummer, but it's a good event nonetheless, and should be a good week.
Yeah, should be awesome. Hopefully we get plenty more drama coming out of the PIP player impact program. Who knows? Just don't make it manufactured, but give us it all. Again, Dave, always a pleasure. Let's go to Jack's place this week and enjoy it. I mean, we're not actually going to attend. We're probably going to view it from our couch. Good luck with everything that's going on in your life. We'll be in touch about that. And folks, you have just been double crossed. We are out. Peace.